forgot to start the recording. All right, there we go. Okay, it's like I didn't see that. Oh gosh, you're funny. Okay, so hi Jennifer. So the first thing, which is interesting, I'll be very clear that it just hit me whenever I saw it. I was like, wait, roller coasters. While we were doing our breathing, I was being shown all these roller coasters, and I'm like, what's the roller coaster about? And then I remembered right before that you said Disney is a big thing in your life, so that makes sense. But I was like, why am I at an amusement park? Why do I see all these roller coasters? That would be why. So that's something big for you. All right, so you have a female. I feel like this is a grandmother energy, possibly. I feel like, let's see, are you mom's side or are you dad's side? She's like, normally they kind of go off to one side, and I have a sense of where they're at, and she's standing right in the middle. So normally they're on a side, but so this would have been one who was probably very good on both sides of the family, like somebody that could get along with everybody. You know who this is? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this mom's dad's side? Like I was like, is it mom's, but she's along with dad?
It's my dad's side, but she was very close to my mom.
I was like, you're confusing me, woman. You're like right in the middle. It's usually like boom, boom. So it's a crossover for sure. Okay, so that makes sense. You know who this is. Okay, so she's saying, was she prim and proper? Was she prim and proper, or was she a little bit of a wild woman?
She was a bit of a wild woman.
Yeah, I kind of sense that, because she's like, I love her wild hair. She's like, tell her I love her hair, and her head just like flipping all around. So I'm like that. I was like, do you like it so much because it's not what you were? Because you're wild. Yeah, she's wild. She's wild. So it speaks to your energy, even though you have like that Leo energy of just like, I'm here, I'm confident, I'm bold, I'm brave, like I face things head on. But she's also telling me that there's a sensitive little girl inside that is very broken and has a lot of bad memories that she tends to replay over and over and over again. And she puts on this happy front because she doesn't want anybody to know that that sadness is still there. And she's really like, it's interesting what she's doing, because I'm seeing like a video replay of life, and there's all these little moments where was your father a very harsh man?
No.
Okay, who was the harsh person in your life?
I mean, my mother was a little bit more so, but I know that my dad's dad was her husband.
Okay. Was he harsh with you even?
I didn't know him.
You didn't know him. Okay, because I'm not seeing that connection there, but I'm seeing, she's saying harshness, and I see a few different moments over the lifetime, and it feels like it's like this person who caused a lot of this pain was not constant in your life, but was more of an intermittent thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and it was this person like a father figure to you, or older male in your life, or how does this person relate to you?
I'm not sure entirely. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. Well, we'll dig a little deeper. So what I'm seeing is this timeline. And like I said, I see like multiple instances, and like I see spacing, like I see like at year 3, there's an instance, year 7, there's an instance, year 12, there's an instance, like it's just kind of scattered here. Okay. So yeah. You don't have to explain to me who this is or what this is. This is between you and God and spirit, and your grandma, this message. I know you know who this is now that that's resonated with you, but I feel that is something that you need to keep to yourself in this moment. So I'm going to move on from the identifier.
Those numbers were very specific to things.
Yeah, and that's what I felt. And she's saying, leave it at that. So I'm going to leave it at that, okay? Because I know that hit a level. Like the way that she even showed me the storyline, it was like in an elevator, as you know, like we're going up this elevator and I see things as it's passing. And so it's like we hit like a level, like a concrete level, right? There's a wall here, there's a ceiling here that we can't go past right now. And that ceiling is literally this, and my head just started hurting. So this is like that literal ceiling where you feel like you start to get traction, you start to get going, and then all of a sudden you're bam, hit and stuck, and you don't even understand why. And then you just like throw it all to hell. Let's just start over. I don't know what to do here. So that ceiling, that wall, that thing that you keep hitting, you're hitting it because you can only go as far high as you've gone as far deep to heal. So you've got to go deeper to do that healing and process those individual traumas that happened. I feel like you've processed a lot of the bulk of the things, but there's, again, those specific time frames that there's like, that was a really hard one. I don't want to deal with that. That was a big thing. I don't want to do it, you know, and you're like, let's just not go there. That can't affect me like that. I don't even know that I fully remember that, is what I'm hearing. Like, you know, like you're like, you justify it in some way and try to think that maybe you thought it in your brain and it didn't really happen, because maybe even someone tried to question your story when you told them the truth. So it's okay that other people don't know or believe or understand what has happened to you. That is not the point. The point is that you know what has happened to you, you know what pain that caused, and you know what those reverberating results are from that, and that trauma is valid. No matter what anyone says to you, it is valid. It is your experience. And your grandma's like, I just want to take you deep and to do that healing, because there's so many gifts that lie on the other side of your obedience. It's kind of like, okay, she just showed me this. She's like, tell her this, she'll understand it. So what are those things called? Slingshots, like a slingshot where you pull it back like that, right? And so it's like you've been pulled back, and you're ready to launch. You're ready to go over here. You keep saying, I'm ready, right? You're mentally ready, but emotionally, you were stunted when those things happened. And so you've got to go back and regather that, fix it by healing that energy, that energetic source, because the reality is, okay, that situation happened, right? Those situations happened, but they're not affecting anyone else in this world but you. So for everyone else, and even for you, it actually doesn't exist anymore. It existed in the past, but it does not exist now in this present moment. So the consequences or the reactions or things that are still happening as a result of that tells us that we're still living in the past. We're still operating there, and we're not able to move forward into the future that God has for us, because we're literally being held back like that. You know, it's just being pulled back. And so she's saying, like, if you'll just, she's saying, follow me, honey. I did it and you can do it too. Follow me. So she's going to even be giving you guidance as you go in. You're going to feel certain things. She's saying that you feel things on your shoulders. Do you feel like like either coldness or warmth or hands or something on the shoulders?
I have her handwriting tattooed on the shoulder.
Handwriting on the shoulders. I'm like, I keep getting hands on the shoulders. Okay, so okay, that's funny. So yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. So but she even, it's like you even feel that illuminated or something at times. Like I'm like, it's so weird, the sensation. I don't know how to describe it. It's her writing. So she uses that as a sign to guide you. So when you're going through situations and you're looking for some sort of sign of, am I on the right path? You can ask. Grandma's like, I got you. And so you can ask, and she'll give you that sign, that feeling that you're used to feeling there, you're going to sense that. Okay. When you go in and do this inner healing, I have not seen any time yet. So let me look over here and see how we're doing. Kate, how are we doing on time? Okay. Sorry, I know I get into channeling and I just saw a shit ton of comments fly. And I needed to check that.
That's okay.
Not overstepping anybody over here. Okay, so she's saying that as you go through this healing journey, she's going to give you confirmations. It's going to give you signs, and feathers are another big thing for you. So I don't know if you see feathers around, if that's another confirmation sign for you, but she's saying those are also from her as well. But there's going to be a new level of peace and freedom that you're going to experience, because once you go in and deal with that trauma from the past, you're able to move freely into the future and what's called for you. And what I'm seeing is that as soon as you do that healing, that, you know, you're being pulled back here. This is you in the little slingshot thing. You know, you pull it back like this, you do that healing, and all of a sudden it's like, boom, you are like trajectory into your future, into that destiny where you are headed like that. So it's like your whole life changes like that, accelerated motion, as soon as you go in and do that healing. Do you know what to do when I refer to healing? Do you have mechanisms that you currently use to help you in processing trauma?
Yes.
Okay. So we have 5 minutes left. Wow. Okay, awesome. So we have 5 minutes remaining. So if you have questions or have anything that you wanted to discuss while we're here with Grandma, or anybody else that you want to talk to, we can do that as well. And I am happy to also share healing techniques with you as well. So you let me know where you want to go from here. You've got 5 minutes remaining.
I want to know if she is okay with the person that I have become today, and if she
go ahead. And what?
If she accepts that, like, she only knew me till I was 17.
Mm-hmm. She said, "Oh, honey, you don't have to worry about that at all." And then she grabs your face. She puts your hands on your face. Did she used to do that to you? Yeah. She put her hands on your face and she says, "I love every ounce of you, and I love your wife as well. And I'm very proud of the decisions you've made."
Thank you.
She loves you both. She says, "You got a queen. You got a queen." And she treats you like a queen, doesn't she? You got a queen. Wow. Cry.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That was beautiful. She said every ounce. And and I love her too. She's very, very proud of you.
Yeah.
Very proud of you. Do you hear the song playing? Perfect. When you ask, how does she feel about you? And she plays the song Perfect. She sees you as so perfect. She's so honored that you like care so much and that you've carried her memory with you all this time. Are those new glasses?
Yes.
She says, "I like the new glasses." She's like, "She brains, tell her I like the new glasses." Okay, we've got 2 minutes left. I'm over here bawling. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. Okay, since she keeps throwing these random things out there and they're all adding up, let's just throw this one out there. She's talking about an ear piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a new ear piercing you've been talking about getting, or what is that about? She's pointing. It's like where I have mine. She's pointing up and talking about ear piercing.
I always wanted this and I haven't gotten it because I had these ones. Yeah, these ones I had these pierced many times as a kid, and they got infected over and over. And then I got them pierced right before our wedding, and I was able to keep them in for our wedding, but then they got infected on my honeymoon. And so I've always wanted this, and I haven't done it because I was worried that it would get infected. Yeah.
Well, she's telling you to do it. So go do it. Maybe find somebody else or find a different wash. Okay, she's telling me to show you my freaking wash. Hold on.
Okay.
I have the wash from this. Hold on. Okay, maybe I don't. I think I might have thrown it away when I cleaned out my bathroom the other day. But it is a blue. It says piercing aftercare. It's a blue bottle with white label, and it has a nozzle like a moose nozzle on the top.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's like, she's like, show her the stuff, tell her she can take care of it.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think we are almost out of time now, but I want to thank you so much for letting me connect with you. You have a beautiful soul and a beautiful family. I'm so excited for all the new things that are coming to you. Focus on doing that healing work and get ready though. And don't put it off. Like Grandma just said, you need to tell her, don't put it off because she's not ready for that shooting into the far, because I feel like you always have like, oh, I'm going to have this. And when that comes, and it's always like, oh, when that happens, and you always push things out further. She's like, tell her not to avoid it because she doesn't think she's ready, because there's a lot of good stuff waiting on the other side. So get ready and do the work, because it's going to be good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I loved connecting with you. You have such great energy. Have a good night, and I'll see you back in the live.
Thank you. See you there.
Bye-bye.